Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. I'm Paul J from Crypto Traders Arena. If you don't know me, well, let's start as usual with a higher time frame. Someone please confirm if we have sound and if we have good image. Uh, Morning, Darren. Hey, Machiavelli. Hey, Flavo. Hey, Timmy. Hey, Adela. Hey, Sebastian. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so let's start as usual. Bitcoin daily chart, CME chart, another day, another close below 69. Is that bullish? No. Is that bearish? Well, I don't consider that is bearish either on daily time frame. We had a ugly drop and we expected a bounce. The bounce was pathetic and now we are going sideways. In this context, on daily chart, sideways means 60 to 70 to 74 kind of idea. So we can play around in that range for a long period of time. As long as we are below 69, I think it's okay-ish to dollar cost average. Slowly, dollar cost average your entry on Bitcoin. You know that I'm expecting 40k until October. But what is below the previous all-time high should be a good level to dollar cost average. But please think about the fact that you are investing. You are thinking you are buying now for the next 4 to 5 to 6 years. Okay? So I'm thinking consolidation here. If accepts above 69, 600 and close back above, that will form a W. You can see here. Even if we put the level here, it's pretty obvious to me. If we accept and close above this level, this is a W. If we'll accept above this level and we close the gap and we close above 74, that will form a bigger W. Yeah? And then we can think, well, we have W's in the previous all-time high, nice location, and we can think higher. But until then, the more time we stay below 69, the bearish it becomes. I'm not saying bearish that will go to zero. I'm not saying bearish that, but everyone was expecting a strong, big bounce after we touch 60k. But a lot of people wanted institutions. Well, there you go. We have institutions now. Okay, so what is next here? Like I said, if on daily chart we'll accept above this level, then we have a W. If on the other hand we'll accept below 65, then we can continue a bit lower. On lower time frame, even on daily, 64, these 63, 64 candle body lows could be a really nice level to hunt W's on lower time frame. So now we are between those levels. This will confirm a W, this will confirm an M. This is the level we want to pay attention to. Here on higher time frame, not too many things we can do. Indicators following the price action. Actually, if you look at OBV, you don't like what you see. Yeah. If you look at OBV, you'll say, fuck it, let's just forget about Bitcoin for the moment. It's making lower lows. Okay. So that's Bitcoin on CME. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Bitcoin Classic, the classic chart is similar, pretty similar with CME. Ethereum, on the other hand, we SFU this level days ago. We accepted below 2100. Okay. We are at 61.8 from the entire range and we are fighting that level. I saw that yesterday Ethereum was a bit stronger than Bitcoin. I don't think is the case anymore, at least not for the moment. We have the same price action on daily chart. So if we'll accept above this level, we'll create a W. If we'll accept below this level, then candle body lows. Maybe an SFU at 1700. If it's bearish enough, we can even test 1500. But big drop, No clear bounce, no nothing. We are going sideways at the moment. So being too bullish on Ethereum at the exactly, well, we'll go from here, we'll go to the moon because Lee said that, because come on. Let's watch the charts. Yeah, indeed. We dropped like a hammer and we'll retest, but when? We don't know. So I don't see anything special on Ethereum on daily chart. On lower time frame, we played the range. We made money yesterday. But on higher time frame, no. You can see on higher time frame here, it's just a small range. Enough for us as day traders to make money. But for a swing trader, for a position trader, this is just noise. It's just no volatility for them. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, dominance. Let me zoom me out a little bit. In the same level. If we'll accept below 58.5 and we'll push lower, then okay. For the moment, I still consider that we are fighting 60% at the moment. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. You can see the bullish divergence on RSI. You can see the bullish divergence on MACD. The potential bullish divergence on OBV, because we are trying to create a bullish divergence here, but you can see the M. Ugly. So, lower and a W probably will be the case. I don't know. I'm just watching this chart. For the moment, we can say clearly that it's still fighting 003. As for the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. Total market cap, nothing. Burger here. Similar like yesterday, going sideways. Looks similar with Bitcoin. Similar with total 3 here. I don't see any clear double. I don't see why I should become bullish all of a sudden. No. We talked about CME chart. Let's take a look at ES. We bounced, which is nice. We are going sideways. We are fighting this level. I think we are kind of trying to hold 7,000. It's possible? Yeah. It's probable? No. It's not probable, but it's possible. We are at the top of the uptrend channel. We are trying to push higher, but I just don't see it. I see some yams on lower time frame here. I saw some bearish divergence on RSI, some bearish divergence on MACD. Nothing fancy on OBV. Maybe on lower time frame we have something, but here, no. So I don't see anything special. It's forming on lower time frame. This is the range with the top at 7,045 and the bottom at 6,755. So we are playing around. What I suggest, what I think is possible to happen is to SFU the highs, to SFU the lows, and get a kind of expanding volatility, especially if something will happen in the weekend, a new war will start. You know the drill. Yeah? Ariel says that hidden bearish divergence on Bitcoin on daily. Can I see it? Why you overcomplicate yourself, people? I don't understand why you overcomplicate yourself. Huh? Go ahead. Okay, that's ES here. Lower time frame, yeah, there's some money to be made on ES, definitely. Higher time frame, I don't know. I told you to hedge your portfolio from here. That's my honest opinion. The rest is up to the market. Of course, we can bounce a little bit more, retest again this strong trend line, and then dump in the long reload zone. It's possible. Yeah, on lower time frame, it's doable, Alex. But on higher time frame, you see the price action here. You honestly, on higher time frame, if you are a position trader, you want to participate here? No. You hedge your portfolio and stay out. On lower time frame, we have some nice levels, and in the private, in the Discord live streams, we talked about them. Okay, that's yes. Gold bouncing yesterday. I like that. A, B, C, D still in play. I still think we'll push here. Candle body highs. I'm trading gold. No. Silver, still possible. Still possible. We have shoulder, head, shoulder, and we have a W here. I told you to watch for the W. Was ugly on lower time frame, hard to get that, but even this level, entry somewhere in here and stop loss here. So entry somewhere between at $78 and stop loss at $72, and thinking head and shoulder pattern and taking profit at 108 would get risk free at 100 is still a good setup, even on daily. I have a long position, so I'm not fucking around anymore, but you can see why I see this shoulder, head, shoulder. Everything is respected for that pattern to be valid. Anyway, that's a different story. Copper, nothing fancy. Gold versus silver. Well, I don't consider we have a bottom yet on gold versus silver. We have a bounce. It's normal to happen. If I'll see a bottom, I'll exit that long trade on silver. Oil, I told you I don't believe the stories. Do whatever you want. I think hunting as a position trader, as a swing trader, hunting long ideas at discount on oil is not bad. But in the same time, people, I'm not a trader of oil at the moment. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm a crypto trader, full-time crypto trader at the moment. If I'll see is not profitable or not too profitable on crypto, then I'll compensate with some traditional market setups. But for the moment, no. I'm more than happy to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto. Okay. DXY, as I told you multiple times, don't be bearish here. Don't think anything else than range. They want dollar to be weak. They want DXY below 100. It's benefiting United States. People don't understand that. It's their fucking problem. So that's why they are trying to keep DXY here. Okay. Now, we talked about the higher time frame. Not too many things changed from yesterday. Calendar, as usual. Wednesday yesterday we had the news, moved the market a little bit. We made money. That's good. And tomorrow we'll have news again. Today, no. Today it's pretty empty. Pay attention tomorrow on this news. If we don't have news, we can safely go and see the lower time frame. Bitcoin 4-hour chart. What do we have here? I posted this chart multiple times. I say play the range game. Don't be greedy. Don't think breakouts. Play the range. Make money. Don't fuck around thinking breakouts and breakdowns. And some people still insist to see trends where they should think range, but well, it's up to them. Okay, what do we have here? We have a bigger time frame long reload zone. We have a short reload zone from this high to this low, and we tested that one. Shark was the setup, and we played that shark. Then we had the Monday range, and we have the Monday range for this week. We bounced in the middle of the range, then we tried to hold the range. We dropped below the range with a ugly candle, and now we just retested that candle. This candle. Is the price action bullish here? No. Like I said, I see the price action, the price below the Monday low. As long as we are holding below that level, that's a resistance. Look left. So this is the price action now. This is the level, the previous levels. What was support now is the resistance. We'll accept back in the range. Okay, let's play the range game again. I'll be more than happy to short this level or this level again. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not here to be upset on the market because it did something. No, I'll just take what it gives me and I'll make money with it. But for the moment, on 4-hour chart, I think this is a resistance. And if we'll reject from this level, this is the level we should pay attention. Of course, this one, it's an intermediate one, and you can play an SFU, okay. But if we fail, this is the level, and then we have lower long reload zone on higher time frame, the big one. I have an advantage here. Well, to be honest, it's tempting to take a short here. I have a setup, well, not quite, but it's tempting to short then. I'll do it? No, I'll wait. But you get the idea. If we'll accept back in the Monday range, then we can play the range and we can think shorting these levels at the top. If we reject here, then we should think long here, long general setup somewhere in this area, or if something bad will happen, 59,800 could be the best level to hunt a long idea. I'll definitely hunt a long idea here if the market will give me a chance. Okay, so that's Bitcoin on 4 hour. If I go on 1 hour, the market is looking similar. You just see the support and resistance here a bit better. If you think this level, swing low, swing high, okay, we had a long reload zone, we had a shark. If you took that shark, make the trade risk free if we'll push a bit higher at 1-to-1. But on the same idea, look at this: high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, maybe? I don't know. You get the idea. It's a downtrend there. From 70k, and we have a clear downtrend. And usually when we're reversing with a fucking W or inverse head and shoulder. Do you see any W here? No. So I'm entitled to think bearish retest of the downtrend or downtrend channel. I think I am. So it's up to you how you play the market, but it's just my 2 cents. Yeah, how I play the Monday high and Monday low multiple times, if you have the chance. Yes, I play it, and I play it with SFU-ing the previous level. I'm not playing, either I see a W at that level, as you saw last night, or a retest of that level, but usually an SFU of this level. So, like here, we had this level here. We bounced, okay, we play this one or not. And when we SFU this level and we reclaim, if I find a setup here, I'll try to take it again. I think Ethereum it's a better, but I'll explain later. So that's my thinking on Bitcoin. Let's go on Ethereum. So here, this is the perfect example what Adela was asking. Do you play yeah, I'm playing it. If we'll SFU this level, I'll take it. If I'll see a double, I'll see a setup, yeah, it's still a good location. So let's consider range. We are trying to play longs here and shorts here. That means that is a good location to hunt setups. Now I have the location, I need more than a location. I need a structure, or I need something else to give me a setup there. If we'll SFU this low, okay, I could play the game again. And look what happened overnight. You can see we took the Monday low, we took this level, this liquidity point, and we are pushing higher. Now we are in the middle of the range, and nothing we can do. I'll play this level again. Well, if it will give me the chance to SFU this high, why not? And you can see, I was expecting this to happen earlier. I'm still thinking that we'll push all the way up here and then we'll dump again. So it's a scenario I'm playing with. Well, on Ethereum, yesterday we played this one. Remember, yesterday morning in the same similar video, I said I'll play the SFU of the Monday high with 0.5 because it's risky. At that moment, Ethereum was stronger than Bitcoin. So I said, don't risk more than 0.5. Took the trade, took my profit in this area, took the entire profit at the Monday low. It was normal to do that. Closed the trade, and then I played this one. You see how easy trading can be sometimes. So if you take this trade here and you book the profit all the way down, steps, okay, you made money. Then you book the profit all the way up. In this time, some people here said that is bullish and they longed. Some people here said that is bearish and they short. And all that the market is doing is testing the Monday range. Up and down, up and down. Some people that they are over trading and they are doing stupid stuff and they are not listening, they are losing money, and soon enough they'll call the market a scam. And other people will say, well, thank you for this range. Thank you, Ethereum. I made a lot of money yesterday. You think the market will change the structure to make you profitable? No. You have to change. You have to see the range. You have to understand how the market is moving. So if you did, like I did, short here and long here, you don't complain about the market. You are happy about it. Now, that was yesterday. What we can do now? At the moment, hold the long, make it risk-free, take a bit of profit. This, usually the middle of the Monday range, it's a good area to take some profit off, or at least make the trade risk-free. You can trail all the way up here. But in the same time, middle of the range is not for opening new positions. We know that. So I don't have a setup. What we can play? SFU of the Monday high again. SFU of this level, that's even better. SFU of the lows again. If the market will fail, if we zoom out, we can see that actually what we have here, it's a ugly range. Ugly for some people, good enough for us to make money. People, if you made money yesterday and you are making money usually, don't think that that's normal. It's not. 90% of the people are losing money. Because it's an ugly range, more than 90% of people are losing money in this range. So you are the exception if you are making money. To be honest, I'm used to being profitable in this kind of environments, and for me it's hard to understand. But when I'm getting outside of my bubble of Crypto Traders Arena and see what is outside of our community, I get scared and I come back fast. People are losing money in these kind of conditions. Yesterday you saw what I did with inactive people. We had 2,300 and something. And in the morning we have 700 and something. The rest of the people are out. Removed. Inactive people, if in 1 month they didn't manage to push a button, get verified, they don't deserve the place here. It's that simple. We don't intend to be the biggest, we intend to be the best. Initially was sounding like a slogan. Well, that's a marketing strategy from Paul. Well, it's not. People are fighting to get more members in their Discord. We are fighting to keep only the quality ones. And I'll remove 2,000 people if it's necessary. Why not? Why the fuck they should stay here because they joined sometime in the past and they are not active anymore? No, no thank you. 700 people is more than enough. You can see we are posting quality content even on general chat for the free members. We don't ignore them. Well, no, if you are not a premium or a VIP, we don't post content for you. No, we are posting ideas. Even this live stream is for them. And a pretty please a request from me is, well, you are benefiting from what we are posting. To reward us or to keep the things fair, win-win, I think you can go and repost the tweets. We do, me and Stefan. I don't mean Paul J account. No. What I mean is Crypto Traders Arena account. If you put a repost, if you put a like, a comment, that will help. No? And also Stefan account. PJ account, though, just ignore it. To be honest, PJ account is more for posting links and stupid stuff. Because if I post from Crypto Traders Arena, I post a link to YouTube for this live stream, for example, algorithm on Twitter will shadow ban me, because I'm posting links from YouTube. So I post the link from Paul J and I repost from Crypto Traders Arena. So that's the way you can help us a little bit to keep the things win-win. In life, you want to have everything win-win. Anyway, let's go back on this discussion here. We are in the middle of the range. It's possible to pump here? Yes. It's also possible to reject here? Also, yes. Why? Look at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rejects here and goes lower and takes this low, well, then I think Ethereum will at least test the lows here at the Monday low. But my conclusion is I don't want to touch the market in the middle of the range. I want to play the range game, and I want to play the extremes. Short in the top, long in the bottom. Simple. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum. Talking about Aster, I don't know if it's the best one, but you can see we had a pump. Everyone, well, bullish, Aster to the moon. I said, slow down, slow down. It's ugly indeed, but slow down. It's not going anywhere. We'll go to the moon. Well, if we'll reach 80 cents, I'll short, I'll hedge short my spot back. Well, not yet, at least. I recommend to short altcoins. You know I'm not a fan of shorting altcoins. But you find the setup, it's up to you. My thinking is if we'll come back down here in the long reload zone and we'll do a W, then I'll kind of be forced to play a long setup again. Hype slowly is getting back in the come to Papa area. And I'll play a long setup only if I'll see a general setup here, people. Because could come back down here and stay here for a long period of time. So, again, when I told you here was pumping and everyone was saying, well, hype is different, hype. No, it's relatively strong if you look at the market, but nothing special. This is not the bottom. Don't think we'll go to the moon. Solana, lazy, ugly. Solana is lazy usually. All of a sudden you see it pumping, but at the moment it's going sideways. And you can see it's tradable in a way, but it's so lazy and so ugly that I don't want to touch it. I keep the Solana here just to see, to keep an eye on shitcoins on Solana actually. Yes, on 1 hour, 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, you know the scenario I said yesterday, yeah? Taking the liquidity here and then bouncing here. Well, seems like it's plausible now. We took that liquidity there at the Monday low and we are pumping in the short reload zone. I think the same scenario is for 1 hour. So, if you took this Monday low, you made money. Here is dangerous consolidating this level. You accept above, below. If you play this level, you made some money. If you're low enough, if you played 5-minute chart, maybe. Okay. But it's dangerous to play, yes, on 1 hour. Why? On even on lower time frame. Because we are too damn close to the short reload zone. So I think we can push there and then him out. It's a weird situation. We are taking Monday high as support. We are close to the short reload zone, but we are not in the short reload zone and we don't have an M. Well, what I should play here? Well, nothing. Let's wait. That's the best conclusion. Okay, if you are a scalper on 5-minute chart, you can play this SFU, you can play some SFUs here. There are some levels to play. I get it. But if you are looking 1 hour, no. Okay. Well, we made money again. We call ourselves lucky traders, Stefan, again. I posted a setup, or I discussed a setup about gold on the short side, A, B, C, D. Well, still valid. Keep in mind, people, A, B equals CD have great risk to reward, but lower win rate. An AB equals CD setup, even with my style, to avoid to play the range and selecting the time, is still below 50%. Yeah? But the risk reward is compensated. AB equals CD is not for everyone. Why? You can have a 35-40% win rate, and that's good, really good. Why? because the risk reward is compensating. But that means if you play 5 setups, 3 of them will hit the stop loss. If you play 10 setups, 6 of them will hit the stop loss. Not too many traders are able to stay consistent and don't revenge and don't do stupid things. So that's why not too many traders are choosing this setup. Yeah? It's hard to stand in front of the stop losses. It's profitable? Yeah, it's still profitable, but it's hard to trade. Okay, it's still valid setup? Yeah. Is gold pushing above this level? Well, on lower time frame you can play this one. On a different time frame you can think AB equals CD on to the upside here. Big one. I'm trading gold? No. You know, my opinion on higher time frame. I think we'll push here at some point in time and then could dump from this level and test only 50% because the GAN was respected. The motherfucker GAN was respected. Look at it. You can see this is 50% level. So we had a dump. We retested 50%. Could we dump from 50% without touching 61, without pushing in higher? Yeah, of course we can. 50% rule, GAN 50% rule is there. You want to see it? I think it's almost 50%. So GAN says the market will bounce or will dump 50% of the initial move in 50% of the time. And you can see, took some time to dump and then we bounced and 50% of the time we touched here. I bet that is a 50% time. Let's see date range. So this was the top and we dropped until here, which is, let's see how many candles. 13 bars. Okay. And then we'll take the same tool and from there to 50%. There you go. So, means 50% of the time I think I should go on 1 hour. I think it's better. Let's see. Even faster. Huh? You can see 50 bars, 35 bars. Acceptable. And I could even make it, no, it's good enough. So, bounce 50% in 50% of the time. GAN did his job again, even if he's dead from a long time ago. Let's put 4-hour chart again. Is possible? Yes. I think that will happen? Well, no, I think we'll push higher in the short reload zone. We have wars and rumor of wars and the fear is pretty high. And if another war will start, that will push the gold, at least in this area. If the war will not start and will say, well, no, it was a joke, was, well, no, then, we'll do the AB equals CD. You have to understand that fundamentals are moving the gold directly now. We are technical analysis when we are looking for scenarios for good risk reward setups, but if the war will start, gold will pump. If the war will say, well, no, actually, no. We'll get our troops back and we don't start the war for the moment. Yeah, you'll see the gold plummeting to 4,000 pretty fast. So, my opinion about the market is that, yes, everything is in the chart. I could use the technical analysis to read the chart. But that's a skill to read the chart. Actually, fundamental is everything. Fundamental is moving the market. With TA, you are just reading the market properly. Yeah? So I'm not in that thinking, well, TA is everything. Yeah, TA is the skill to read what people are doing in the market. But fundamentals, every time fundamentals are moving the market. Always. I'm a fundamental trader? No, I'm a technical analysis, 100%. Because I know how to read the chart. Okay, let's call it silver. You saw that I was hunting an entry here. I don't know if we'll go all the way down here now. Maybe we should reassess and get a better entry if you want to play this this scenario here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Find the entry. This was the perfect entry on 4-hour chart or even on 1 hour, but if you didn't take the breakout, it's too late. Didn't reach that level. Now I think a 61.8 could be a play. Yeah, Stefan setup. Let's put, okay, I'll put a long reload zone. There you go. If you come back down in this area, same level. So it's good enough. But I think Stefan's setup is better. Put a limit order here, stop loss there, and leave with the results. Warning, silver is ugly to trade on lower time frame, including 1 hour. Well, people, I'm taking requests on shitcoins. No. Shitcoins are doing the same thing as yesterday and weeks ago. Show me daily W's, breakout and retest. Without that, I'm not touching shitcoins. It's that simple. I saw someone asking about Atom, if I'm not mistaken. I think Atom bounced lately, that's why. Yeah, let's put the daily chart. Do we have daily W's? Nah. What we have here? Well, we have a sweep of liquidity and then a bounce in the short reload zone. I want to play something like this. Actually, no, I don't. I don't want to play this one. The W wasn't good enough for me. The risk reward wasn't at least 2 to 1. We have, keep in mind, I'm on spot. I'm not on futures, and I have this week to the downside at 1.9 cents. Come on. Can you imagine market going all the way down? Yes. It's spot. It's not futures. On futures, you say, well, it was a manipulation. No. Someone marked the bottom at 1.9 cents on spot in the October dump. That level needs a retest. Damn fucking simple. Will form better W's and we'll dump a bit lower. Will not go to 1.9 cents. Will go to, I don't know, 40 cents or something, and then will form a clear W. Okay, we can play a setup. But this price action here is a total mess, and I don't want to touch it. I know some people are still fans of Atom. I'm not saying it's not good for investment at some point in time. It is. But they are still posting? They are, just a question. They are still posting? They are still active? Let's see. I said I'll do a short live stream today. And I have already 40 minutes in. Okay, Atom. Or Cosmos. Okay. Monthly. That's better. Looks better here. And now let's look at some details. I don't do too many things, people. I just look at, well, let's see. January 5. Pin messages. Cosmos reposted. February 12. Well, they are not dead. They are still posting. They have a guy, a kid, hired to post for them because I see most of them are reposts. Or at least they have something. They are not totally dead. The problem with them, I think it's a different kind of problem at Cosmos. Let's see if we can find it here. I don't see it. I don't see the supply. So total supply, this maximum supply, this is the circulating supply. I think you guess what is the problem here. That's the harsh reality. Is not only on Cosmos. Could Cosmos pump? Yeah, in the next bull market. Looking back here on weekly, do you see any weekly W's? Do you see a clear bottom? No. And keep in mind, if Bitcoin is in a bear market and will aggressively dump and will not stay for a moment to give a pause for altcoins to pump, this one could go lower and lower and stay here and stay here, and everyone will forget about it, and all of the sudden you'll see this one bouncing from $1 to $10, $20. So if you are an investor, invest. If you want a setup, I don't see a setup on weekly, I don't see a setup on daily, I don't see a setup on 4-hour chart. This was a shoulder, head, shoulder. Yeah, okay. If you had that, but not even that, because I don't, well, no. Actually, yes, RSI had a bullish divergence there. But why the fuck I should play Atom, and where the fuck I should know that Atom will pump and will go do to 2 to 1? I prefer to trade Bitcoin at the same time. Investing low as possible. Didn't perform too well this cycle, no? Well, Andrei, sorry about Beam. Maybe next time. Yeah, this live stream is becoming too long and I need to go and find some trades for myself. That being said, let's call it a live stream. You know what we should play here? Huh? Hopefully you know. I think rejection here. If you find a setup, it's up to you. And if we'll reject and we'll dump, this is the level we should pay attention, but the bigger one is here, 65. That is a nice SFU to think about. Okay. If you have good friends and they want to join Crypto Traders Arena, when they are applying for our community, tell them to tell your fucking name, because otherwise chances to get in are really slim. I am accepting 10% of the people that are applying for Discord. The quality of the people that are applying for Discord is low. That's not me, that I don't want to accept them. I'm asking for their X, and when I'm looking at their Twitter account, man, I want to ban them, not to kick them, not to accept them. Okay, let's call it a live stream. See you in the next one. See you in 5 minutes if you are premium or VIP. Bye bye.